Now your series with Steve Austin, everybody still talks about those matches today. What do you think made those matches work?
Steve did, because I had no idea what I was doing at the time. You know, I think that him and I having the funny stuff before we started that angle, me getting on his nerves, and Austin telling Vince McMahon, "What are we doing with this kid? He's an idiot. He's a dork," and Vince McMahon saying, "Yeah, but he's a dangerous dork."
Huh.
And I think that pretty much summed up the character I was. I was a moron, but when I got in the ring, I was a killer. So that's how Vince wanted to do that. When Austin and I showed that we had a lot of chemistry in those pre-tapes, Vince saw a lot of money in me turning babyface and having Austin heel on me, and having a little bit of a run for Austin as a heel, and it worked. I mean, we had some great matches, and Steve is, like I said, he's one of the best match callers out there. Calling signals out there in the ring, and he was cool, man. I mean, even in my hometown, he was actually supposed to win that match, and it was post 9/11. I was the Olympic guy wearing the red, white, and blue, and I felt at that time our fans really needed to see, the guy that resembled the red, white, and blue win. So I called Vince and I said, I don't know about losing in my hometown, especially being the red, white, and blue guy and resembling, the American flag and America and my country. I said, God bless it, all those people that died. I said, the terrorist attacks, I don't know if this is the right time for me to lose. And Vince said, you might be right, but you need to call Austin. So I called Steve and I said, what do you think? And Steve said, I'll do it. He had no problem. I said, you know what, I don't need to hold the title for a very long period of time. I just think I need to win that match that night. So I called Vince back and said, Austin said, we'll do it. And Vince said, all right, let's do it. And it got changed like that. I mean, there are a lot of things in the company that got changed. When they decided to unify the two titles,
Right.
Jericho won, that was supposed to be my title run. That got changed 5 days before the pay-per-view. And Vince came to me and said, listen, we're not going to have you beat Rock and Austin. We need to make Jericho. And I said, I'm fine with that. I said, Chris deserves it. I said, let him be the first unified champion. I've already won the title, I think, 3 times by then. So, I didn't have a problem with that. And that's pretty much how I was always for trying to make the other talent. I was more concerned about doing that. So Vince started using me to when everybody had when someone had like their debut match, like Spanky or John Cena, or whoever it was, they always used me because Vince knew I would always try to make them look good.
Right.
So that started to be my role after that. After my whole angle with Austin and everything, my role was kind of to enhance the wrestlers. That's what I liked it. I enjoyed it.
Let's talk about your matches with John Cena. What are your memories of working with John?
John was great to work with. John was a good follower. He listened well, and he had impeccable timing. He knew what he was capable of doing. He never went beyond that barrier because John isn't the best athlete, as you can see. It's not like he has a lot of athleticism, but he gets the job done. John is WWE's franchise guy now, and he's done an incredible job at promoting, making a name for the WWE, for himself, selling more merchandise than anybody has in the 2000s. John is good enough of a wrestler that he's able to make the fans buy into the matches. Is he the best wrestler ever? No. Will he ever be? No. But he gets the job done. He knows what he's doing out there, and I have a lot of respect for him because I was with John for 6 months. They wanted me to teach him how to wrestle. This is before his big moment when he beat Bradshaw for the title. And he was doing the movie at the time and everything, coming back and forth, and it was my job to make him before he went to WrestleMania. And I even had a match with him in the pay-per-view before that in my hometown. And the problem was everywhere we were going, the fans were cheering for me and booing him. And so the office came to me and said, "Hey, we're gonna have like, do you mind if we have like a 7-minute match with you and Cena in your hometown?" I was like, "No, I'm not gonna have a 7-minute match with John." I said, all he's been doing is coming to the pay-per-views, wrestling for a minute or two, and then going back and doing the movie. I said, if these fans are going to buy into him at all, he's going to have to go 35 minutes with me, knockdown, drag-out match. I said, I guarantee you in my hometown, they're going to cheer for him. Guaranteed. They might not have in Hawaii or Japan or in New York City or New Jersey or Philadelphia, but they will in Pittsburgh. And they did. They cheered for John, and we had a great match, thank God. And John learned a lot over those few months. And then going into WrestleMania, he was ready to win that title. And we did it the right way. We didn't do it where John just went in and beat me up and just gave me an FU. I mean, I don't think that would have helped John any. I think he needed to have a knockdown, drag out, strong, make John Cena kind of match. And it worked. And then him and I, after that, I stuck with him, and I would do house shows with him. And little by little, I teach him more and more. And now I pretty much say he's teaching himself. He's doing an incredible job. I'm really proud of him, man. When he first started, we didn't know what to do with him. He was prototyped, and he was John Cena, and he was wearing all these matching shorts and shoes and elbow pads, and
Right.
just wasn't working. And then he did this rapping thing, and wow, it was like, I think the young fans caught on to it really well. A lot of the women and the young kids, the adults. You know what? He gets reaction though. John, no matter what, you either hate him or you love him, and as long as you got that, man,
It works.
you're worth more than your weight in gold, man. And John is. He's a big part of WWE now. Him and Triple H are the two big guns right now.